Guys, welcome back to the channel. This was an unplanned overnighter. I just wanted to test out this very cheap tent. So I bought it for 14 Australian dollars. But yeah, we're gonna see if we survive the night. There's rain forecasted tonight and tomorrow morning, so at least we can test if it's waterproof. If not, I brought my small tarp with me, the hutchie. But as you can tell, we're not wild camping, we're actually in a designated campsite in the bush, which is pretty awesome because it gives us access to a designated fire pits. But also you have these park benches, and that's why I put the tarp just above it. If it would rain, I can still sit in that corner over there and, you know, read a book, kill some time and eat. In terms of the tent, I don't have to take you through its features because it has none. It's supposed to be a two-person tent, but as you can tell, I take at least 2/3 of the space just by myself. It's a single wall tent. I struggle a little bit to get the poles, the fiberglass poles, in the sockets. There's a lot of tension, so I can only imagine that over time the stitching will give way or the poles will break, and that is quite common with fiberglass poles, specifically the skinny ones like these. But you know, I'm not going to criticize a $14 tent too much. This is interesting though. You got this vent here, but this Velcro keeps us in place, but that's all. So if you do have some strong wind then and rain, well, keep a towel handy, I would say. Well, that's it. This is the setup. Not bad. I'm gonna get some firewood and then I'm gonna make some food. Although this tent's supposed to be waterproof, I'm a little bit concerned here about the zipper. that it may leak through the stitching. Do realize one big issue with this design, because there's no vegetable. If it were to rain in the morning and I open this, it will rain in. So the tent does has a feature. It has a hook here in the ceiling. That's pretty much all. Actually not a bad tent, to be honest. You know, it's not a durable tent. You probably will not use it for many years, but it's actually not too bad. I'm probably going to use it in the summer, you know, when it's really hot and you don't need much of rain protection or whatnot. It's 8 o'clock, so still quite early. Gonna read a few pages and try to get to sleep. Problem is I never sleep that long. I'll sleep maybe 5 hours, 6 the most. So that means for me I will wake up early again. Anyways, I will see you guys in the early morning. It just started to rain. Quite mild at the moment. But we do get a bit of a rain test for this tent. Well, crossing fingers. We don't have to evacuate midnight. There's a lot of condensation building up. It's 4:45. It just started raining again. With all that condensation, my sleeping bag is actually kind of wet here. not just damp. So obviously I was touching here the side wall, and look how much condensation comes off, just dripping off. It's running off. Well, wrapping up this overnighter, there was one of my special unplanned ones. It was only yesterday around midday that I decided actually to come out here and to try out my $14 tent. So a little bit rushed, but still enjoyed it. So my $14 tent was not really a success. Don't get me wrong, you know, you can use it in many situations, but there was a lot of condensation building up in the walls. A lot of it was just running down the wall, and it is a small tent, and the problem with that is that the side walls are not straight, so the effective length you can use is compromised. I think it's 1.90 meters or maybe 2 meters in length, but you can only use maybe 1.80 meters of it. And as a result, my feet and my head were touching the walls, and with that condensation my sleeping bag was getting wet. Not a problem for an overnight stay, but if you do a multi-day walk, you don't want to unpack and use a damp or even wet sleeping bag. That can ruin your trip really quickly. In any case guys, I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Ciao.